cues me as the awkward introduction to the Grab and the Brisket. What's up?
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I always try to make that as most more
You're still doing it.
most awkward as possible, so Jan can
Tell you you're doing it
A
wrong.
meltdown.
Right.
You mean offer you some constructive criticism?
Right.
hey,
Jan didn't say anything.
More energy.
no,
Jan
exactly.
didn't say anything. Okay. Great job, James.
Hey, you always want
Fantastic.
constructive feedback, right?
Feedback's a gift.
Exactly.
Do you want? Here's the polite thing. You got to ask for it though. May I offer you some feedback? If they say no, you can't tell them anything. You gotta hold it. That sucks.
I'm just glad I realized in the song at our intro, he says, "Hand me a cold beer, hey." Never noticed what he was saying right there. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm really bad at understanding lyrics and songs. I don't have an ear for it. Did everybody know that?
I think,
Yes.
I
Okay.
may not have understood it at first, but I'm pretty sure before we were like, yeah, let's use it. We were like, what exactly is he saying?
I think the artist that made it for us, he's transcribed it and go, oh, this is what he's talking. This is what I said. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when they get the Grab 'em and a Brisket cassette tape and they roll out the little
Yeah.
cover, it has the words right there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day, like you open up the CD case and you pull out that book that comes with it.
I think that's what he was talking about, but with the cassette.
Right, same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't,
that
I
might
don't
be a
remember
little-
the cassette
It's
thing,
a little
but
before
yeah.
your time. I don't know if
Cassette
you remember
had
that.
it,
right.
So.
yeah.
You unfolded
Same
it.
thing.
Nice. Hey, welcome to the Grab and the Brisket podcast, where we talk all
Hold on.
things
Hold on.
barbecue.
Can we go
And-
back for a second? I love how John puts out this analogy, this metaphor, right? This analogy, and he goes, and then James does the same exact thing. He just skips like 10 years, right?
Well, that just tells you we think
We're going to
basically the
CDs. No. This is different. It's a CD,
Right.
right?
Do you remember when they came out with the freaking what was it, the laser discs, the movies?
same. Yes. They're like the size of records.
Right. Right before they made the jump to DVDs, they came out. Oh, this is the most this thing is going to replace everything.
It's going to revolutionize the world. And some dude goes, I can make that smaller.
Right.
Like some dude's like busted like all of the $20 million in his
Poor
best man.
bastard just changed over his whole library
Yeah.
into these big giant discs.
What? You made him smaller?
Right.
Where did all those go? Like, you don't ever see those anywhere. Like, they're
Man.
just gone.
I wonder if those things are worth anything nowadays. You never see them.
I don't think I ever even saw one, to be honest. Laser disc?
I remember our elementary
Looks
school
like
had
giant
the
vinyl
player.
records is what you played movies. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like a giant CD.
Yeah. Be kind and rewind. I love that
Yeah,
saying.
they still like all the new technology nowadays, and I guess yes, I'm old for sure. All the new technology nowadays, I still miss running over to the video store.
I know.
I still
It was
miss
the greatest thing.
walking down the aisles and just picking up
Perusing.
the boxes.
Hey.
Sometimes you picked a really shitty movie, but you had to live with your choice, and you sit there and everybody huddled around the TV.
Dude, over there, it's like somebody standing right in front of the thing, and you're like, oh, hey, you gonna watch that? You're like, yeah, I'm watching this one. And you just hold it and walk around the store, and you're like,
See if you
okay,
can find a better
I'm really
option.
not gonna watch it. I'm gonna put it back.
No, you go to get the one you want, and it's gone. But then you go to the front, like, hey, anybody return this?
Anyway, you just,
Get this
can
in
you-
the box?
Can you check the returns? And they're like, I just checked. It's not in there.
know
Like,
that person
yeah, but I just
hated
saw
everybody.
somebody put some.
That's why there's
stuff in
that
there.
one last Blockbuster open in the U.S.
Yeah, it's in Oregon, I think.
Yeah, I watched the documentary on that thing. It made me nostalgic, wishing you could go back in there and just pick something out like we were talking about.
I love it.
I would go in there.
Yeah,
I would
I
too.
would.
Always not always, but
I hated Redbox.
every once in a while.
It ruined America.
You're wanting to go see that one movie, and you go, they're out. You're like, dang it, I'm not going to settle for some other stupid ass movie or whatever. So you're going all throughout the aisles, up and down, boom, boom. Lo and behold, you pull something out and you pull back. There's that movie you were looking for. Somebody had picked up and then just dropped off at the very end. Like
an Easter egg.
I'm not going to go back and put it back where I got it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop it back by the kids' Barbie section. And you're like, yes, score.
Yeah. All this nostalgia stuff. I was just watching Big Daddy with Adam Sandler before I come over here. And my kid was sitting there watching with me, and they answer like a home phone, and he was just like looking at him like, yeah, look, people used to have like phones in their home that they would just like pick up, and they'd get a phone call to their house, and he was just like no clue, just
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Why did you use your cell phone?
Because it didn't exist.
You seen that where this dad like pays his two kids like, I'll give you $20 if you can dial
It's a rotary phone.
if you dial
yeah.
this number
Yeah, you have 10 minutes.
to correct
Yeah.
correctly or whatever, and they just can't do it.
Right.
They're
Like
effing up
pressing it or something.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
at first, and they figure out it spins, and then they're still trying to, and they get down a couple of numbers and they screw it up like, oh, we messed it up, and yeah.
Kids are dumb.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I used a rotary phone.
So, hey, quick shout out while I have it fresh on mine. Our live that we just had. Shout out to Fuss and Family Barbecue.
I think
Fan
he
of the show?
He sent in a fail or a win before
Yeah.
fail. I don't remember. Yeah, he's out there in Southern California, I think.
Yeah, he's like, he didn't give me shit, but he's like, hey, you didn't say what kind of car you got. Like, I guess on the last episode I mentioned
Are you in a truck?
yeah.
got a new truck. I didn't say what kind of truck it was.
Oh,
So I did say on our live that I got a Dodge, and I got a lot of shit. A lot of people hate freaking Rams, and I don't get it.
People are stupid.
Maybe they just got burnt, and maybe they're peepaws, and everybody else just love
That's all it
love
is.
Fords and Chevys, and they just American dreams. Fuck, I don't know. But hey, thanks for choosing and grabbing the brisket podcast. Hey, slide over there to grabbingthebrisket.com. Check out all our content. Definitely has all the links to where you can get a hold of the great content that we're putting out there. And it has a link to the store where you can pick up a smooth little shirt.
It also has a link to our Patreon right on the front page there, which is only $3 a month. That's a freaking steal. And I don't know if you're a new listener, but our first 40 or so episodes, if you're going to look for those, they're not anywhere to be found. That's because they're on our Patreon. And basically, we only keep 100 of our most recent episodes active. Anything after that just rolls off. It's on Patreon only, so go check them out.
Right. So the super secret recipes that we gave out in the very early episodes are archived onto Patreon.
Or yeah, our whole Brisketology series is now on Patreon.
That is true. So, hey, check it out. Let us know what you think.
well, we had a pretty fun weekend this past weekend, huh?
We did.
Do we want to get into it? Let's get into the details. Yeah, so I know we hinted about it on our last episode.
That we were going, yeah.
Doing Ren Fest here in Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was awesome. Had a fun time.
Matt was the only one that had been before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all noobs.
It could have been a little better. Like we did a lot of.
We did kind of fuck up the end of the night, didn't we?
Yeah, John was being a little bit. Of a,
Don't blame this shit on me. You were ready to
John
go.
was being a little bit of a.
You're being a hiney hole right now.
Little bit of a, it was.
Are we done?
Hey,
Are we done here?
it was great. It was really great until John became a little. No, we had a great time. It was really fun hanging out. I told everyone that I got hit on. I love that. Right, that was smooth. So that was fun.
I just feel like it went by so fast. I was like, at the end, I was like, okay, we ate, we drank. Like, I think we saw a show, and then I felt like it was over. Like, it just went by so freaking fast. But what did we? So we first went there, walked in, sensory overload, which is all this, like right when you walk in the
So
front
weird.
gate, just
Yeah.
boom, it's like right there.
There's a
all
lot
the
of
people.
weird people.
Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, everybody's like chatty,
Interesting
and-
people.
Very nice
Yeah.
people, but
very
nice.
cool,
very weird.
Yeah, and like people just like, what was that little barbarian girl that came into the little place that we're sitting watching that show, and she's very vulgar, right? And she was kind of a pretty girl. You're like, okay, she's kind of a pretty girl, and she's drinking this big wine bottle, and she's got a big straw in it, right? And she's freaking housed, right?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And
yeah.
then they literally had to tell the show, like the lady was like, she was like, that's not funny, and she called him one of them bitches, right? She's like,
Oh,
right,
one of the people on stage?
and the girl goes, look, hey, if you don't think that's funny and whatever, that's fine. You can go to another show. You don't have to sit here.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. And she just sank in her chair a little bit, and then next thing you know, she's like, I think she called another one a bitch. What's up, bitches? And she was going crazy. I was like, Jesus. But I started looking around. Everybody's drinking like that. It's
Yeah.
a damn drink fest.
Oh, yeah.
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 And we took it easy.
I think we did too, because I thought I was going to get a lot more plastered, but really didn't.
No.
I was feeling pretty good after I drank that whole bottle of mead, though.
Yeah.
I could have drove.
I mean, there was a point when I felt good, but yeah, by the time we left, I was quite sober.
I could have drove a bus full of kids across town, no problem.
Yeah. I
Not
actually
felt
like
bad,
that, too.
right?
Yeah, there was a little mix-up, a little snafu with the Uber ride home.
It was really poor planning, I think.
In fact,
Yeah.
there were just no Uber rides.
There was
out.
nothing there.
You could not get Uber.
So
or Lyft
what
or
we
One
did
point
was
in time, both.
we went to Matt's parents' house, dropped
Yeah.
off the truck, and Ubered to Renfest,
Yep.
which is what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever
Except
it
that
was?
there was also like construction going on. That
Yeah, so it
slowed
took
us
a
way
lot
down,
longer.
Yeah.
But we didn't realize that once you get there, you got no freaking reception, and nobody's coming to pick you up.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to pick you up.
Yeah, even if
Like, we're trying to give away good money.
even when we could get through, like nobody's. They're like, no, they don't
We're
have
hours
it.
away.
Yeah,
We literally waited like an hour afterwards outside
Over-
the area.
over
it
an
was
hour.
more than that. It was like an hour and a half at least.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was, but look, hey, the food was good. The different beers were good. The mead that we had, the honey mead,
was good.
whatever.
I
That,
like
that
that
was
stuff.
good, different, right? And then we saw some cool jousting.
Oh yeah, the joust.
That was cool. The barbarian show, but winch show. I don't know, what do they call
I
that?
don't know. It was like 3 barbarian wenches like
Oh,
singing
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Like they were not. Like, I was thinking like because they're supposed to, the way they portray it, it's like hot barbarian. But I was like, okay, y'all are not that thick girls or whatever.
Are you
right?
body shaming right here on
listen,
the show?
I-
What is wrong with you?
I can do whatever I want, right? I was expecting something, and I got something
You were
different.
expecting Xena Warrior Princess up
Yes,
there.
yeah.
I think
was.
this comes back to you just weren't drinking enough. Like
If I had beer goggles on,
Yeah, you just need to drink a little bit more.
right? Like, oh, look at those 3 little Bettys up there, right? Give me another drink. Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
The
But look,
lights weren't down enough.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
I'm not. I didn't go there for that anyways, so it doesn't matter. I had a great time hanging out with you guys. That was super fun.
Oh,
And
it was a blast.
A big shout out to your parents.
Oh, they were
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Stay there.
Yeah, so gracious, right? Just opening their home, allowing us to come in. The food your dad made
that was the best food
phenomenal.
all day I had.
Yes,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Right?
Yeah. What? So it was like a bacon wrapped chicken stuffed with boudin filling.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
he
then
made it almost like a casserole looking thing. It was
It
good.
was in a
though.
big old pan. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
I know it did. It did hit the spot after that long day of drinking and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had
standing out there.
the cab ride from hell,
The death ride home.
death ride home.
You weren't sitting in the middle in the back. It was not good. I should have sat up front.
Why?
It was cramped as all.
I'm sure it was
Yeah,
cramped
very
back there.
cramped.
Yeah. We pulled up and he's like, "Oh, there's 4 of you." He was like in a little coop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on here and call these motherfuckers. Like, hey,
He was so vulgar.
obviously you didn't. And Jan's like, hey, no, we told him how many there were of us here, and he got on the phone talking to this dispatch, like, hey, you need to let me know, blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, just
Bro.
please get us home.
Yeah.
Get us home.
At that
was-
point, I didn't give a shit.
It was from
I'll ride the
Philly or
train.
something like that, or I don't.
Yeah.
I ain't
Well,
trying.
if you go next time, I think it's definitely like try to
Yeah.
camp out.
Hey, next
Bring
time-
the RV.
Yeah.
Next time we camp out, next time I want to check out the after dark. You know what I mean? Because they apparently like kick out all the. Well, they don't kick out all the kids, but it definitely becomes more of a just a mature outdoor setting.
It's like
Yeah.
8 p.m. to like 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
I've never done that
It's
one.
like a bar
That's
setting.
right.
Yeah.
Why didn't we do that?
I'll be asleep by 9, but it does sound fun.
I know. I was so tired. I was sitting there like, Then we saw Matt's ex-girlfriend.
Right, yeah.
No,
the one,
no.
the belly dancer with the
Cat.
sword on her head.
Oh, hey. Cat?
Yeah, go check out the TikTok on our Grabbing the Brisket page.
Listen.
We have a video of her.
Yeah, you can see Matt's face is like,
She's...
I was pretty deep in at that point too. I
No
was-
kidding.
yeah.
Yeah. She is... we didn't talk to her. We were going to say something to her, I think, because we were like, hey, remember Matt? Blah, blah, blah. Here's your ex-boyfriend. But I was like...
I could totally see Jan is at the lead up line, like, "Hey, do you remember Matt?"
Right. 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 You want to see a magic trick? Here, look, there's Matt. Voila.
next time we're getting jammed, more drunk before we go to that show.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. 100%. You got a pregame before you go.
Yep.
Pre-game in the parking lot on the way there. It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
We'll have the trailer. It won't matter. We'll do it right there.
I still think we should. Yeah, we definitely got pregame before you go in there. we got to be on a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Little
Stumbling around.
I know we discussed a little bit afterwards or whatever. Not disappointed with the food, but it seemed like they just all had the same food, except for we did go to the Greek section and they had the gyros.
Those
I
were
remember.
good.
I remember that being really good.
Yeah, those
though.
are really
That was
good.
Those are delish.
But everything else just seemed like it was just corn dogs and
bacon on a
Yeah.
stick.
I had a Reuben that was pretty
makes
good.
me sick.
There's just that. That's what I was like. I was thinking about when we left. I'm like, man, it's time to go already. There was so much we didn't do. Like the King's Feast thing I was talking about. You pay a little bit of extra money to go in there, and it's like a 5-course like medieval meal while they have a big show going on. Like that's more like the sit down and like have a meal kind of places. Like a lot of the stuff we were doing was like just kind of carny food.
Yeah.
Until that Euro. But yeah, I agree.
it was still delicious.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
I
fun.
met some older ladies in wheelchairs,
Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
You were chatting.
scooters, and they were like chatting it up, and they were like, "Hey,
She's like, I'm married.
yeah." Well, other than the scooters, she was
No, this
like,
is a different conversation.
"Yeah,
okay.
yeah." She's like, "Well, if you come here on a different night, it gets a little crazy." I'm like, "What? What? What?" I mean, she's pushing 70s, right? They're in Rascals.
Are you age shaming?
I'm age shaming. They're in Rascals. Yeah, the mental picture she was giving me, though, I was like, but then she brought up her husband, started talking, and I was like, you know what? Dang, that's pretty cool, right? She spent like 20-something years, 18 years going there with her husband. I don't know. I don't know if the guy passed away or something, but she's continued to go. I'm like, girl, but then she got a little, but she had to give me the little wink. She's like, it gets real fun up here. And I'm like, ew.
I think like 95% of the people who say that have never been there like after dark.
Right.
They're just saying that.
like,
You know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
had a feeling she's got scars.
yeah.
Right.
How do you think she got in that rascal?
Right.
Oh, good lord.
Like,
Blew that
what?
hip out.
What happens after dark? Our neighbor Courtney, I think she spent the weekend there.
They were
didn't
there,
she?
yeah. We
I
didn't run
think,
into
yeah,
them.
she's still there.
So I had a text message.
What?
I had a text message from someone. I don't know who it was from. I don't have Courtney's phone number. I don't know if she's like, hey, are y'all here? Blah, blah, blah. Somebody texted me. I was like, yeah, we're over by the Axes. But I was starting to think, I was like, well, shit, I think there's a bunch of Axes out here. I don't know if that's really a good thing to.
Oh, we did try axe throwing too. Oh, and you remember that there was like some kid. There was the drench the wench.
Yeah.
There was like it's one of those things where you throw the ball and you hit it and the chick falls in the water. And there was like some kid there just trash talking.
Like 10. He was like, he had like a mouth like a sailor.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
just there trash
Jesus,
there.
where's your mom?
I think the lady again.
I think that lady was his mom.
She's like, you got it. She's like, she pushed her little pinky out. She's, you got a teeny wiener, whatever,
And then
right?
she goes like, "You're the kind of kid who's going to peak in high school or
Yes.
something like that." Too. I'm just like,
Yeah.
they're trash talking each other. But then, hey, I got to give credit to that kid. Very first throw he made, he hit that little thing and drenched her. His first throw at that little sandbag or whatever it was. So that was pretty good.
That was
That
awesome.
was really good.
Yeah, that was funny.
He's like giving her double birds. Yeah, Jesus,
He
kid,
backs away.
what's wrong with you?
like, are your parents carny? Did they just drop you off here and just like, here, hang out at the Renaissance Festival? Like, wow. All right.
Well, that was the show we were at. We had those two kids sitting across from us. That was so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, that barbarian
I'm like,
one. I'm like, yeah,
dude. Like,
well, they
take
even
the
said when they
kid
came out,
here.
they're like, "Hey, this is like an adult show, and everything." The parents are like, "All right, yeah,
Sounds good.
continue."
Earmuffs, Johnny.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, dude, these kids are getting exposed.
I don't feel like I really saw any of that show. I don't know.
Once
we walked off somewhere.
Once that lady goes, take your. What did she say? How did she say it? She said, "I'm not going to talk to you. You don't have to get up. You can see your sweet butt right there." John's like, "Nope, I'm out of here." John stands up, walks out of the building. He's like, "Not going to be in there with you, lady. You're crazy."
Yeah, the same one that was dropping the B word.
Yeah.
And that's the fun of Rentfest.
Bullshit. We got a lot more stories.
No, I know we do.
No, I'm just
but
kidding.
We got to move it along.
Yeah.
I did want to say really quick, R.I.P. to actor Dean Stockwell. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
I didn't either.
Give me a hint.
Was he in?
American Pie.
No.
I'm just going to say,
What was he in?
He was in a movie from the 80s.
I'll show you a picture of him and you can
Yeah.
try to guess what he was.
Wow, that's he's in like MTV something, right?
Perfect. I already got it.
But
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Ah,
R.I.P.
okay.
That's what he's best known for. He's in the movies too, though. But Quantum Leap was really good. He was the guy that played the. He was always the guy trying to get.
He was the guide to Scott Bakula. Bakula.
Bakula.
Count Dracula.
Exactly.
Bakula, dude. The guy from Necessary Roughness, the quarterback.
Right.
Damn it, guys. Y'all don't know shit about shit.
Okay.
Dang
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, James, for.
Yeah. Well, hey,
telling me
rip
that.
to the guy I don't know or
Was it COVID?
Did not say.
No, every time somebody dies now, it's COVID.
It's all
I'm
good.
like, it's COVID.
I did see that we were on like a huge like downward turn on COVID.
Really?
But now it is like resurged
Good.
on a massive wave.
Great.
Where?
Just internet. didn't
Oh,
say.
well,
Internet told me.
Oh,
Hey, okay, so listen.
Internet.
We were safe, but now we're not safe anymore.
Oh, okay.
You know those commercials you see for like, hey, for 89 cents a day, you can feed a child, right? It's like some country or another country,
Right.
right? I just saw one.
Oh, I saw this.
Did
I know.
you
I
see
know.
this?
Yeah, go ahead. I know what you're talking about.
It's a German woman sitting on the stairs on a stoop, right, with a child, and they're talking about the hungry people of America and how we are hungry. And listen, I know there's people in poverty in America. I'm
Yeah.
not oblivious to this. I know we have food banks. I know what we have, right? But it was like for 90 cents a day, you can help feed an American. And I'm like, what?
That's probably real.
No, it was real.
It was like a real thing. It was like
It
a
ju-
real.
It
It
wasn't
just-
like a
No,
Skin and smooth.
no.
Okay.
It just put it in perspective. Like, what is going on?
It's weird, right?
All I
very
know is
weird.
if you're in
Super
America and you're hungry, you can get food.
That's not exactly true.
I think there's enough food banks and everything else that are willing to help you out. That if
Sometimes-
you reach
sometimes
out,
it's
you're going to.
transportation. So look, I know there's kids out there that need meals. I know that there's programs out there that we need to do better at. And I think like our school lunches, I think every meal at school should be free for children to go to.
I know
That's
it
just what I
is,
think.
if you're under a certain.
I just think it should be in general. And I think what they're
yeah.
serving is shit. I think should be serving way better food instead of some mass-produced thing that they're doing from Cisco or whatever it is. I'm just saying, there's a whole lot of things out there. But when I saw the commercial, I was like, what in the tarnation?
Did you
Where
send
did
in
you
your
see
90
this?
cents? Did you
Did you see this
subscribe?
commercial on TikTok?
I was like, yeah, I got to start.
You send your money to Germany so they can send it back to us and feed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Signed up.
Costs $8 in shipping.
30-something dollars a month I'm paying right now.
Like shit. What are you eating for 90 cents a day?
Dude, it's
Cisco food, like he's talking about.
yeah,
in
it's
schools.
shit food. It's horrible. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Guys, let's get it together. Let's feed our homeless, feed our kids.
Hey.
We're not letting Germany take care of us, all right? It's ridiculous.
Jan, why don't you chip in another 88 cents,
I'll do it.
and then we can take care of America.
Yeah, I'll do it for $1.96 a
Man,
day.
after that story, I feel like I could really use a beer.
Oh.
Hey, it's no better way to
Segue into
to
this.
segue into the grabbing the brisket.
Beer review.
All right, Jan, what'd you bring us?
We brought the one from Martin House, man. This is the Stanky Eye. I'm just kidding.
So wait, what? I was like, wait, what?
It's
Right.
Golden Eye.
And we're not contractually obligated to do Martin House Brewing beers.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, a lot of them are
It's by
HB.
far the most reviewed beer of ours. I think would be Martin
We've
House.
probably done 15 of their beers
Yeah,
at least.
it's got to be.
This is the Golden Eyes Belgian style wheat beer with orange, made in Texas by Texans. Martin House. The can's badass. The owl's looking chic over there, man. I like the way this can looks. It's pimp.
Is that GoldenEye like 007 or is that just unrelated?
It has an owl on it.
Such a good video game.
5.2% alcohol by volume.
It's pretty tasty. A little orangey, huh? You never know what you're going to get with Martin House.
Yeah.
I think I like it.
It's got that, you can tell it's a wheat beer, and it's got the little orange. But for me on the end, it's kind of flat.
Yeah,
It is.
finishes.
Oh, actually, now that you mention it,
Finish
yeah.
is kind of just like flat.
That
It
third
just, it
sip.
just finishes with nothing.
Still
Yeah.
cracker.
It's not, I mean, it's good,
With the little
but
orange.
it's not, there. It could be better.
Yeah. It's like kind of like not as good as a Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Sorry to say.
It's not. Do you think maybe Martin House is plateauing a little bit?
Well,
I don't think
Are they just putting too much out
the
there?
last one we reviewed, we really liked. We gave it a really high rating.
I think
remember
they're
what it
doing
was.
their thing, and I appreciate what they do, even though a lot of their stuff is not that good.
Yeah.
A lot of their stuff is like
Really freaking good.
really good and
Yeah.
and a little different.
You know, they've never ever brewed the same beer twice.
Is that true?
I
Yeah.
don't know if that's true or not, but it feels like it.
I don't think that's true.
That's a really good lie. Martin
mean-
House. Never two beers are alike.
And they've made a whole lot of that pickle beer because it's still out there.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and score this real quick. It's a tasty beer. You're right. It does finish a little off on me, but I'm going to give this it's a 6.4.
Yeah.
Right in my 6.4.
And the first two sips, I really liked it. I was in the 8s. And the more I drink it, I keep getting this like metallic aftertaste in the back of my mouth. I don't know what it is.
It's the metal shavings they have floating there.
Yeah, it's like, the more I drink it, the less I'm liking it. So I think I'm there with you. I'm like down to like a 6.3 right now.
6.3. I like the beer. Like, listen,
totally
if we had this again, if I saw this in somebody's fridge, I'd be like, oh, I know what it tastes like. I'll take that. Thanks. Right?
It's good. Well, 6
Thank
is
you
good.
for that.
So.
If it wasn't for that weird metallic taste I'm getting in the back of my mouth, I'd probably would have rated it at least a 7. But I don't know. That's just weird. Are you guys not getting that?
I don't really get the metallic. I just get like it tastes like flat, not even like lack of flavor, like actually flat somehow. I'm gonna go with the 6.1. It's good. It's just it's all right.
6.1 beer.
Yeah, it's good.
We already know, James, it's going to get like a 6.0.
Well, now he's gonna say something different.
Well, you know it's going to be a even score for sure, 100%. But I'm going to my what are you doing? Hand signals? Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I would probably say in my just like Dr. Evil voice, like, that's going to be a 6. Nope.
Yeah,
almost went like full, like trying to go like, I'm getting a little too
method.
cute. Getting a little too cute with you guys.
Yeah.
5.0. It's an average beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the metal shavings are Dr. Evil's plan of sabotaging this beer, but yeah, it's an okay beer.
I kind of want to see how you were going to make that leap. Now, can you do that one more time? That
I lost my train of thought.
okay.
It was gonna be some kind of $5 million or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was gonna be just 5.0.
5.0.
Dr. Evil wants a 5.0.
That was the worst Dr. Evil impression I've ever heard.
Shut up. Shut up, Mini-Me.
That's more like who's the guy, the Chianti. Okay, I think we need to move on.
And this concludes the Grabbing the Brisket.
Beer
review. I think we need to change the beer review jingle depending on the score it gets. Like if it's like a low score, it's like beer review.
There you go.
But if it's like really good, it's like beer review.
Phew.
Well, that was kind of middle of the road, so
Yeah.
I think we were.
I think so. We nailed
Yeah, I
it.
think we're
Perfect.
right on.
Okay, good.
Martin House fail.
No, it wouldn't have failed. I see this beer. I'd buy it again.
Should
Not
I
a bad
add
beer.
a list on our webpage of just the Martin House beers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now their pizza beer, was that pizza beer they did?
Oh god.
I didn't get to try it, so I don't know.
You're not missing nothing on that one.
We need to get one of them on the episode one of these days. Have a review
Acid
of them. Yeah.
freaking reflux.
I'm sure John's reached out to him.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
Really? You ask them what they're smoking?
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
What are you doing up
All right,
there?
all right. One of these days we'll get Martin House on here, and maybe we can do a collab and try to get some type of like beer.
Our brisket au jus beer.
Yeah, that's gonna be horrible. I'm giving that a 4.0 right there.
Reason is binders.
Yeah, I did see that. What is the? Is a little off topic here. What is the infatuation with Zuckerberg on Sweet Baby Ray sauce?
Okay, I figured it
so
out.
funny.
You're talking about because he did that one metaverse thing, and he had like on the bookshelf end some barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's, right?
Well,
I didn't see
that,
Yeah.
and I seen a video where he's like apparently he has a big green egg.
Yeah, he was cooking on it.
It's
Yeah.
a little offset too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like in that. Like I saw the super cut of it, so it was like he did this really long episode or whatever where he was like grilling, and somebody did a super cut of just all the times he talked about Sweet Baby Ray's,
Right,
just, like
yeah,
just
yeah.
over and over and over again. Yeah, like hey, that's what he likes. That's his favorite one. You know.
I think he was really into barbecue. Like I think he really does that.
Let's see if we can get Zuckerberg on.
I was
going to
say we should probably
John,
get him
have
on
you
the
not
show.
reached out to Zuckerberg?
I haven't. I'll maybe.
What's the dude from MySpace?
Mark, right?
Tom.
Mark. No, Tom.
Tom.
Tom from yeah.
Wow. Don't even remember
Anyway.
your first friend.
Yes, Matt's only friend.
Jesus.
You know you can still log into MySpace. That still exists.
Yeah.
I like logged into it a while back.
Who
I actually got
who
into
owns
it.
who owns it?
I don't know.
Zuckerberg.
I know Tom sold
Zuckerberg
it.
probably bought it and then just
Probably.
left it around, just like
That's right. Who wins in a fight?
Like there's
Let me ask you
terrorists
this.
logging into MySpace now. And they're telling each other secrets. They're like, oh, nobody can find us on this old app, MySpace. Yeah. Hey, I get 100...
Yeah, that was before apps.
100 hot dogs for sale. Like, you mean missiles? No, hot dogs. Hot dogs. Right? I don't know. They're not...
Such an idiot.
Terrorists aren't very
You want a
clever.
side of Sweet Baby Ray's?
Zuckerberg's... Can you imagine the CIA? Zuckerberg's involved.
man, I love this. Like there was somebody who was talking about like, you know, we all turned our backs on Tom. Like he never sold all of our information.
Right.
You know, he let us have whatever music we wanted on there. There was no copyrights. Like we had it too good and we all turned our back on him for Facebook. And I was like, it's just so true.
Dude, who wins in a fight? Let me put it out there. Zuckerberg,
Whoever the other person is.
Bezos,
Oh, maybe not. Okay, hold on.
Bezos.
or Elon Musk.
Oh, Elon Musk.
I honestly don't know enough about any of them.
Elon Musk probably knows some like crazy Krav Maga moves or something. You know what I mean?
I think they all do.
The rest of them are all just like lizard people or something. I don't know. They know some...
You're gonna have like you're gonna have Zuckerberg coming in with some capoeira. He's gonna be like, I need the music. Yeah, it's like brushing his teeth with like Sweet Baby Ray's. Give me the music.
What the hell is a capoeira?
It's like this, like I don't know, some
It's
kind of
like,
like dance fighting, like you know what I mean? Like
Shit.
yeah.
What's wrong with you, dude? It's,
Me?
yes, yeah.
So I don't know what a capoeira is?
Yes, dude. Have you not seen any freaking badass movies?
I guess not.
Jesus.
What was that movie?
Was it Van Damme? I don't know.
No. It had
They're teaching us kids from school capoeira.
Karate Kid.
No.
That's fine.
Although on that same vein, do you guys remember the movie Sidekicks with Chuck Norris back in the 90s? Don't you remember that?
yes.
It came on the
I
other
do.
day, and I watched it with my son, and he thought it was awesome. And I was like, oh my God, I hadn't seen that movie in like 2 decades. You never saw that movie?
It doesn't
The kid with
ring a bell.
asthma,
I
and
know.
he's like, you know, like he has all these daydreams of like fighting with Chuck Norris and him on his team. You ever saw that one?
Yeah,
Oh, such a good movie.
yeah. Well, John didn't have a TV growing up.
Oh, that's true. I forgot that you're raised Semonite or whatever that thing is. Mennonites, whatever
Such
that
an
is.
idiot.
The movie.
He had to make his own hammer in order to use it. He's like, go outside.
You want a TV? You can make your own TV.
Yeah. I can see him like he made like a little box. And he's got his little animals behind it, and he's like,
Puppet
choo
show.
choo choo choo, ah! Right? And then,
James, don't laugh at them. They're shitheads.
Are you sure this Martin House is 5.5%? I feel like it's a little higher.
hey, turn the channel. Oh, give me a minute.
Are you done?
And probably not.
The movie Only the Strong was
Only the
that
Strong.
capoeira movie.
Never saw it. Never even heard of it.
All right, speaking of Zuckerberg, a couple of amazing facts about Facebook that you never knew about.
Here we
You
go.
ready about this?
I'm ready.
They fund terrorism.
Who was the first person on Facebook?
Oh, I think I know
Not,
this.
not Zuckerberg.
Is it a famous person?
It's a famous person.
The very first person ever?
Like an actor?
First person added to Facebook.
Was it an actor?
Yes.
Was
Johnny
it
Depp.
No.
No, shoot.
Uh,
Well, then I don't know.
Will Smith.
No.
okay, who is it?
Do you want a movie reference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Karate Kid.
Sidekicks. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris.
No.
Okay, come on.
I'm trying to think of obscure movie that this guy's been into, so you guys don't like.
Guy. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
He was in Heat.
Oh, Al Pacino. Oh, the other one.
That is correct.
Al Pacino? Okay.
He was the
Al
first
Pacino
person.
was the first on Facebook.
Wow. That's really odd.
That is
Yeah,
weird,
right?
Huh.
He doesn't seem like a social media
Actually,
guy.
he's old. He's like, hey, what's this new thing? He's like clicking on it. Hey, Grandpa, don't click on that.
Are you on the FaceTube?
Yeah.
Me too.
Camera on Facebook. And he's like, Grandpa, you just logged into your own social media app.
I don't want to be on MySpace.
That was the last time he logged in.
Oh, that's very cool.
Very cool.
It's very, very cool.
That was mildly interesting.
Oh, yeah. Hey, okay, so Peter Thiel, no clue who that is. People may be listening, may know who that is. Co-founder of PayPal, was the first major investor in Facebook.
Okay.
Sean Parker, co-founder of now the defunct music sharing site Napster, originally acquired the Facebook.com domain for $200,000.
Jeez Louise.
I thought Seth Green started Napster. That's an obscure movie reference for anybody who's out there who knows what I'm talking about. I'd be really interested to know from anybody who knows that.
Here's another interesting thing.
Green
Mark
Fed Paddle?
Zuckerberg, other than in his affinity for the love of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, he also suffers from red-green color blindness.
Me too.
Yeah, he actually doesn't drive at all.
This is why Facebook's primary color scheme is blue.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I like the color blue.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah, it's true. But also, Zuckerberg also says, he says it really funny. His lips are out. Like, it's not very attractive, Zuckerberg. But I'm colorblind just like you, so we're same.
Yeah.
Come on the show.
Join us next week. We'll have Zuckerberg on.
Yeah. Throw over some of the stuff I've said then.
I feel like we could give him some good barbecue tips, you know?
Without a doubt.
I'm sure.
You know.
Yeah, he's got Aaron Franklin like flying out to see him, like whatever he wants, right?
Right.
He's probably putting Sweet Baby Ray's on like brisket or something.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, Aaron, cook me a brisket.
Yeah.
Aaron, put the Sweet Baby Ray's on it. He's like, no.
Can you
We're not
imagine
putting
like,
Sweet Baby Ray's on it.
the phone rings. There's a car picking you up outside, Aaron. Like, damn
You
it,
guys make him
Zuckerberg.
sound like a, I
Damn
don't
it.
know.
Like an evil.
Yeah, like sending out his henchmen or something to
I
pick
just
up
like-
Franklin.
It was just so funny when people were making fun of that video and they're just like, what do humans put on their bookshelves? I know, barbecue sauce. And it's like, it was up there doing this little video.
Yeah.
It's because he's a lizard person.
Yeah, that's why.
So weird. Hey, we should do a whole episode. Do the lizard people actually exist?
Yeah, they come from the edge of the world in Antarctica where the flat earthers say is beyond, the world.
That's true.
That's where they all come from.
Right.
Obviously.
Okay.
Gee, I feel like we smoked pot or something.
And that
What was in
our
these
last
mirrors?
episode.
All right. One more fun fact.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. Sorry, all these facts seem boring.
Yeah, we only
I
want
thought
the
this
fun
was
ones.
I thought this was fun facts.
Why don't you just make a fact up about him?
Fun fact, Facebook's like button used to be the awesome button.
Wait, that's the good one?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's just... I think I let off with the color blindness a little too quickly.
We'll fix that in post.
Right, who wants to fix or pick the list next week?
So I just thought we were talking about Zucks and
No, that's good.
his
I like that.
whatever.
Oh, I did have a story for Don. So there was like some thieves who stole 20 crates of Red Bull from a local convenience store. I don't know how these people sleep at night. Get it, John? It's a dad joke? Okay. I had to steal your dad joke from you today.
That's good. That's very good. I like that. I think James did a dad joke over our text today. I don't remember what it was now, but it was funny.
So did we get any barbecue wins, fails?
I believe we did.
We got something. Let me pull it up here. As always, I don't know if it's a win or fail. I like to find out with y'all. All right, this one is from Ara. I think that's how you pronounce that. A-R-A? Ara?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So about 10 years ago, when I got my first smoker, I messed up pretty good. I think you say pretty bad. Pretty good. It was an offset char grill smoker. Not the tiny one, the good size one. Char grill, is that like the cheap smokers you get like at a Walmart or something? Char grill smokers?
Char griller?
She said char grill smoker.
Char grill.
I don't
That's
know.
like the...
That's the same company that owns Oklahoma Joe.
Is it? Are you sure?
Is it? I think Oklahoma Joe is definitely a step up from
Yeah.
Char griller.
I gotta go back and look at that.
I don't know if they're owned by the same or not,
Char
but-
Griller bought Oklahoma
Okay.
Okay.
Joe.
Yeah. It's they're okay. They're probably a good entry level, I guess.
Yeah. I decided I was going to try to smoke $2 on it.
To what?
Bucks. What's a buck?
Is that a typo?
I don't know.
How did it
I
spell?
decided BUCKS. I decided I was going to try to smoke $2 on it.
Okay.
Let's unravel this mystery
Continue.
together.
2 deers.
Once I unboxed it, I found out it had no smoke box thermometer. And I had no probes, and I have no idea what I was doing. So I shoved some hot coals in the firebox and realized my logs mesquite were too big for the firebox. So I had it in there just kind of propping the firebox open. You know, I can kind of imagine that. Like these
they don't
logs just
fit,
holding
so
open.
it's just open a little bit.
And by the way, I don't think I've ever seen a grill that has a firebox thermometer on it.
Right, not on the firebox.
Yeah. I started at midnight so I can make sure that I have the box ready for dinner the next day since I had no idea how long it was going to take. I ended up falling asleep and waking up to my dog barking because, unknown to me, I had started a grease fire in my backyard. That's pretty talented. Grease fire with a brand new smoker.
Yeah. How does that happen?
So I get out there with my heat-resistant rubber gloves and pull the box off the smoker and wait for the fire to go out. Turns out I had seared the absolute shit out of the butt closest to the fire. So what I did is ended up cutting the burnt butt into 1-inch thick steaks.
I think he was saying butts.
I think
not
he was.
Bucks.
Yeah, I
Like
think it was a
pork
typo.
butts.
Now it's all coming together.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that why you raised your hand?
Yes.
Okay. Turns out I had seared the absolute shit out of the butt closest to the fire. So what I did is I ended up cutting the burnt butt into 1-inch thick steaks, carved the bone out, and continued to smoke in a pan filled with apple cider vinegar and apple juice. Lo and behold, the party turned into me ordering pizza because both turned out absolutely horrendous. And that's when I started developing my own butt rub. I gotta say, that story, I bet you those turned out horrendous. Like, there was nothing about that story that went well. Like, the firebox was all cropped open. There was probably so much airflow thrown in there. It just, like,
Yeah, it had
torched
to be,
everything.
blew up inside.
Plus, he's running just mesquite on pork.
Just
It's probably going to
mesquite.
be
Ugh.
pretty bitter.
That's hot.
And then it's
Yeah.
like, after it's all burnt, you're like, I'll just cut the burnt part off and put it in a pan with apple cider vinegar and just keep smoking.
I'm going to ruin it.
Yeah.
I love it. though.
Hey, that's how you learn. I guess.
It is.
That's one way you learn.
We've all done stuff like that, though.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
this
that's
is
true.
that's how it's done.
I've thrown flaming fish into a pool, so
There it is.
And then Ara finishes up with, and bought a thermometer for the smoke box. Ha 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 ha.
There it is.
But hey, I've never had a thermometer on a smoke box before.
maybe he means in the cooking chamber.
That's what he's got to mean.
That's what he's
Smoke
talking about.
box? Okay, I'm thinking firebox. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I was thinking. Too.
Really? Char grill grills don't come with a thermometer for the firebox?
Don't come.
Some of them don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's this guy's name? Arya?
Ara. A-R-A.
Hey, Arya. All right. Hey, Ara, congratulations. You just won yourself some Sucklebusters. Check out the Chicks That Smoke. Hope you can order that next time. Or this time, whenever you do it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, John, you have something to say?
No, I think you have something to say. Who are they getting this from?
Sucklebusters. Everybody loves some Sucklebusters.
They got quite a few pork rubs if you want to try those pork butts out again. I think the advice I would give is, okay, you got a thermometer now. Maybe if your wood doesn't fit in there, you like cut it down to size. You know what I mean? Or get some other kind of wood, some smaller chunks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get like a little, like a, I don't know. I mean, not everybody has like a little table saw where they can chop the wood in half. But maybe, I don't know, look at some smaller chunks of wood.
Get a handsaw.
Who knows when this was? He said this was his first time cooking.
That's true.
This could have been years
10
ago.
years ago. He might
That
be a
is true.
master butt smoker by now.
You may be great with butts.
He said, actually, I'm a world champion now.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bottle of Sucklebusters.
Right. All right. My real name is Malcolm Reed.
Right.
All right. Hey, thank you for listening.
Anybody cook anything this week?
Yeah, tonight I cooked a big pot of soup. So it's kind of a family recipe. It's not really much to it. I think what makes the soup so good, it's very simple, right? It's a simple soup. It's stuff that I've been making for a long time now. I get it from my mom, who probably got it from her mom, type cook. And really, you're really kind of putting whatever you really want in it. But my soup is very, very simple. It's the same ingredients every single time. I'll throw the ingredients out there to John that way you can see what it is. But it's really basically a beef, which is like a stew meat, or you can buy a chuck roast and cut it down yourself. And then the crushed tomato, the whole peeled tomato, which I actually use, vine ripe tomatoes, peel them myself, and do it that way, whatever else. But yeah, potatoes, okra, you name it, whatever, celery. If you want something, whatever you like in your soup, carrot, add it in there. The secret, I think, is browning everything first, the onion, the garlic, and whatever else. Then adding your water, stock, and then at the very end, I add a little macaroni, the small elbow, which I think just adds another flavor, another something there to chew on and eat. It's good against the palate. It's something texturally. It's not even a word, but there's something there, right? We got a big John's Works flying over right now.
Giant Tylenol in the sky.
Yeah.
So this isn't a secret family recipe. We can share this on the website.
Yeah, we can share it, man. Yeah, it's fine. And like I said, play with it and do something else with it. Make it your own. That's the one thing that I do, and I was taught to do this. Whatever is at the end of this, right before you add your macaroni, you want to add some V8 juice to this, and just not a whole lot, but a little bit. It makes it kind of really soupy. Let that kind of cook in a little bit, then add the macaroni at the end. Keep stirring, but. It's a process, man. It's about 3.5 hour process to get this thing down, and then it's good the first day you do it. It's 100,000,000% better the second day. Second day soup is just money.
Yeah. So you boil beef in water, and then you add some macaroni, and then you put V8 juice in it. You got soup.
No, it's not kind
Sounds
of.
good.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
kind of.
What is wrong
yeah,
I like
with you?
that.
Yeah, I mean you're missing a lot of stuff in there, but sure.
You got to brown it. You got to brown the meat, right?
Oh, that's right. You brown it, then you
all
boil
the
it.
veggies.
You brown
you
it.
add the broth,
and then you.
Is it like a clear broth kind of soup?
Nope.
Like a thick and hearty kind of thing?
Thick and hearty,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, you can't see the bottom of it like the pot.
I've eaten chicken and vegetables for 2 days. It sounds amazing.
Listen, it really is good. I mean, and I've got a lot of vegetables in mine that come out, and I keep adding. I add a little fresh basil this time. I roasted the garlic, roasted the onions beforehand. The crushed tomato just adds a depth of flavor there. And then when you take your whole tomatoes and peel them yourself, and then cut those things down, that just adds another part of texture when you're eating. It's something else to bite through, and it just works. It's just really, really freaking good soup.
It sounds good.
So, word. Yeah, I'll put the recipe out there for y'all to.
I will make it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting a good soup lately.
Seriously.
Every time my wife makes soup, she adds like heavy cream to it, and it turns into like that creamy kind of soup. And I don't want to have that anymore.
It's like a bisque.
Yeah, it's like every one of them. Like I want to have like a good there's like a classic chicken noodle soup. Okay, here comes the heavy cream. Like that's not really.
You're missing it, baby.
I
don't want it.
It's like, hey, on the next one, can you not put any cream? Okay, well, I just thought I needed some cream on the next one. I'm like, okay, well,
let's just thicken it.
I'm not saying beggars can be choosers, but
hard to find good help.
I might have been.
There it is.
Yeah, John's been eating like vegetable. Would you say chicken noodle soup for the last 2 days?
Just chicken
and
vegetables.
Chicken and vegetables. Hey, you been sick?
No, I'm trying to lose some weight, man. I went to the doctor. They said,
"Jeez,
cut out whatever the hell you're doing."
Yeah,
basically,
cut it out.
Whatever you're doing, stop it.
Do the opposite of that.
Right. You're like, well,
didn't we just put out a TikTok video of chicken with asparagus?
Yeah, we did.
There you go.
Good.
We did. We missed on that though. Had serrano and jalapenos inside.
Oh,
sounds good.
It really ties it together.
That chicken was really good.
Was it?
Yeah, it really was. It was buffalo cheese.
You didn't have any, John?
He wasn't
Nope, I
here.
wasn't here.
Where were you?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, you were flying somewhere.
All right. Well, next time we'll put it together and we'll do a better job recording videos.
Yeah, I may actually do that again this weekend.
That's all the videos I had for that, by the way. It was like finished product, stuffing asparagus inside the chicken, and then cooking.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's 3 things you need to see.
Yeah. But we missed the serranos. We missed the
jalapeno.
the jalapenos.
And the buffalo cheese.
And the buffalo cheese.
Buffalo cheese is legit.
Yeah.
It's good.
yeah. That was you got the little little cubes of
Yeah.
cheese, like when you just like nibbling cheese, but then cooked with that. I never thought about doing that before. It's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I never thought about just adding that to something cooking.
Word. And I cooked it. It's like a boat, right? Like a taco shell, kind of. Cooked it taco shell like this, so none of the cheese ran out. Just stayed gooey.
Pro tip: taco
Yeah.
your chicken.
That's right.
All right. Another pro tip, slide over to the Grabbing the Brisket website, grabbingthebrisket.com. Check out all of our content. Check out the Patreon page that we're putting out there. Go to the swag shop. Go to the store. Look at the T-shirts. Honestly, we get so many compliments on some of the T-shirts that we put out there or that we wear, the Masters of the Brisket shirts. We went to REN Fest and literally like a few people like, hey, I love that shirt.
Like how many people?
Yeah.
Literally, like 2 people.
There were
walked up
literally
to me
like
and said,
The Masters of the Brisket shirt?
Like,
Well, I wasn't going to exaggerate and go, there's
200.
500 people that came up to me.
Well,
but there were
quite a
a couple
few.
of people like, hey,
Quite a few.
I love
They
that.
thought you were dressed up as He-Man.
Yeah.
there's superheroes and villains.
Have the power. Exactly.
Of alcohol and brisket.
Exactly. The one thing I did not like about the Renaissance Festival, the one thing I did not like about the one place that we went to,
You hurt your ankle.
that I rolled my ankle.
Yep.
Stupid, uneven grounds there.
Yep.
Guys, maintain your campgrounds. But that's not what I was talking about. What I was talking about when I was referring to is a place that we went to where we shared our mead up in this, we went to the Barbarian, the
Yeah.
little place or whatever. They had a bar upstairs, they had a bar downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Badass. You couldn't take your drinks from downstairs to upstairs, and you couldn't take your drinks from upstairs to downstairs. You were
It's
like,
the same place, though. That's so weird.
yeah, it's the same place. I'm like, what? Are there two different, like,
Hey, Jan and I could.
Yeah.
We found the loophole.
they're two different owners?
You have to put your beer on like the shelf that separates the two, and then you walk around to the other side and then get your beer again. You're good to go.
Worked for
Nice.
I just chugged mine and then went down.
Yeah.
me. You
Right.
did that. Yeah.
Well, hey,
James stayed up there and talked to the guy with the dog.
I did. He really nice guy. He had a little service dog. All the girls kept coming up and petting the dog and all that stuff like that.
Classic.
So I was like,
Very smooth.
"How you doing?"
the
That's
dog?
what he was. That's what he was doing.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
I thought that was you.
He's
and the
like,
dog.
the guy acknowledged. He's like, "This is why I bring the dog because I mean the chicks." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So, hey, we did meet the podcast guy at the Renaissance Festival. I think
Yeah.
it's POTUS. What was it called? Potness?
It's Potness.
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 Potness?
Yeah. Potness.
Potness.
That's the name of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should listen to them. They're pretty good.
You did listen to him?
I listened to part of an episode, yeah.
Potness.
Partner.
Potness.
Like, hey, partner.
Where did we
Like,
meet this
howdy,
guy?
partner.
I met
At
him
the
at the
Renaissance Festival,
Ren
man.
Fest.
Oh,
Y'all were, we were, James, I started talking to him, and James held back, and we started
We
talking
kept
to him.
walking. We were like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
And they were talking to other.
And then he gave us a magnet. I put it on the fridge.
you know, I am
podcasters.
disappointed you didn't end up buying a knife there, Jan. I thought you were going to end up with some kind of knife or sword or dagger or just something, and you didn't get anything.
Man, to be honest with you, I actually wanted to do that, but, I mean, John became a little bit of a sissy girl and wanted to leave, and, oh, I'm tired, my feet hurt. Oh,
Is that what happened,
I
John?
can't look at Cat no more.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
Tired
All
of
right.
the show.
Jan told me he was ready to go, and I was like, fine, I'll tell them we can go now.
I may have said something like, hey, are you ready to go? And he goes,
That's exactly
"Yeah."
what he said.
It is.
And I was like, yeah, I'm ready.
It is. So, it is what it is.
That place was super fun, though.
I loved
It
it.
was.
Yeah.
We're
I'm definitely
going back, for sure. I think Matt's probably going back a little sooner than we are.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Hey, honestly, it's been great talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Or we would like to give a special thanks to Fogo Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.